I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Jacobs now. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. And his pass incomplete.
Really good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 13-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it and defeat him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Locke working out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
44-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches. And they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down,
a little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this one is right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he finds McLaurin, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
For the running back.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First down, Washington.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down at the
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of
despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He was brought down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2nd and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 32-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the...
Now, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was taken down.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete to Antonio.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
13.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it.